Right now, a farmer in Iowa is staring at an error code on a machine worth more than his house. The fix takes 11 minutes. The dealer is 3 days out. $150 an hour when they arrive. The machine he legally owns will not let him touch it. That is not a hypothetical. That is the system John Deere built. And the federal government just confirmed it costs you $4.2 billion a year. The FTC filed suit in 2025. The EPA joined. 5 state attorneys general signed on. And the number they put on John Deere's repair restriction system is $4.2 billion extracted from American agriculture annually. That is a federal agency confirming what you have felt every time your machine threw a code and told you to call someone else. The purchase price stopped being the real price years ago. And the gap between what you paid and what you keep paying is where Deere built its margins. You are about to see exactly how wide that gap is. The numbers that should reframe everything you thought you knew. A new John Deere 8R410 costs approximately $410,000. A comparable Fendt 942 Vario costs $435,000. Read that again. The European tractor is more expensive at the dealership, so the half-price claim has to be about something else entirely. And it is. 89% of John Deere error codes direct the operator to contact the dealer. 89%. That is not a software limitation, that is a business model. Dealer labor runs $150 an hour. A diagnostic that takes minutes starts a clock that runs for days. A machine that threw a code during planting does not care that your window is 72 hours. The FTC lawsuit names a specific figure for what this architecture extracts from American farmers every year, $4.2 billion. That is not lost productivity. That is not opportunity cost. That is direct spend on repairs that the machine's owner could have performed if the software allowed it. And here is where the European comparison actually matters. Go to tractorpool.d right now. Find a John Deere 6130R with 3,000 hours. 87,000 euros. Find the same machine, same year, same hours. Listed in Nebraska, $142,000. That is not a currency fluctuation. That is not shipping. That is the price of being locked into a dealer network that knows you cannot leave. In 2010, a fully equipped John Deere 8R ran approximately $210,000. The same horsepower tier today, a comparable 8R 410, runs $410,000. That is a 95% increase in 15 years. Inflation over that same period was approximately 48%. The gap between those two numbers is not cost, it is margin. And the margin did not come from better steel or more advanced hydraulics. It came from software. In 2010, you could diagnose and repair most fault codes yourself or with an independent mechanic. Today, 89% of those codes lock you out. The repair that your father did in the barn now requires a dealer visit, a proprietary diagnostic tool, and a $150 per hour labor rate that starts when they arrive, not when they fix it. The tractor got more expensive, the repair got more restricted, and the delta between those two curves is where John Deere built a $4.2 billion annual extraction system. That is not conspiracy. That is what the FTC put in a federal lawsuit. Your grandfather bought a tractor and owned it. Your father bought a tractor and maintained it. You bought a tractor and leased access to its own diagnostic system. The price on the sticker went up 95%. The control you have over the machine you paid for went down by a number Deere will not publish. That is the historical comparison that matters. John Deere's 2024 investor presentation included a line that should make every equipment buyer pay attention. The company reported that its Production and Precision Agriculture division delivered operating margins above 20%. 20% on machines that cost $400,000. That is $80,000 in margin per unit before financing, before service, before parts. The earnings call language tells you exactly where that margin comes from. Deere executives describe their repair ecosystem as a recurring revenue opportunity, not a service. An opportunity. The word choice is not accidental. When 89% of fault codes direct the operator to a dealer, that is not quality assurance. That is a toll booth. The FTC lawsuit itemizes the mechanics: software locks tied to VIN registration, diagnostic tools unavailable to independent shops, firmware updates that remove previously available repair pathways. A machine can be rendered a functional paperweight through code alone. You own the steel, you do not own the key. And the dealer network operates as the enforcement layer. $150 an hour labor, multi-day wait times during peak season. No competitive alternative because no independent shop can access the software. That is not a market. That is a moat. And the company that built it just posted 20% operating margins while American farmers wait for a technician to clear a code. Run the numbers on a $410,000 John Deere 8R 410. 20% down, $82,000. Finance the remaining $328,000 over 7 years at 8.5%. Your monthly payment lands at $5,214. That payment alone represents $62,568 a year before you turn the key. But the payment is not the trap. The trap is what comes after. Year 1, the machine throws a fault code during planting. Dealer labor at $150 an hour. Travel time billed. Diagnostic time billed. A 2-hour visit costs $300 minimum. Average repair incidents per year on a high-hour row crop tractor in the Corn Belt run between 4 and 7. Call it 5. $1,500 in labor alone. Parts are Deere proprietary. Software updates are Deere required. By the end of year 1, you have paid $62,000 on the note and another $8,000 to $12,000 in maintenance and repair. By year 5, the machine has 2,500 hours. Resale value has dropped to approximately $240,000. You still owe $160,000 on the note. You are upside down by an amount that depends entirely on how many fault codes hit during harvest. The monthly payment fit the budget. The ownership cost did not. And no one at the dealership ran those numbers for you. A farmer in central Illinois bought a John Deere 8R in 2021, financed it over 7 years. Payment fit the operation. First 18 months ran clean. Then the DEF system threw a code in the middle of corn harvest. Dealer was 4 days out. Machine sat in the field. The repair took 45 minutes. The bill came to $1,400. Labor, travel, diagnostic fee, a DEF sensor that cost $62 wholesale, and $318 through the Deere parts system. That was September. By December, the same machine threw a hydraulic fault. Another dealer visit, another $800. The harvest window did not care about the wait time. The silent killer is not the individual bill. It is the compounding. 5 repair events per year at an average of $900 per event is $4,500 annually on top of a $62,000 loan payment. That is 7.2% of your annual equipment cost hidden in a line item most buyers never model. The actionable takeaway is simple. Before you finance any tractor, run a 10-year cost of ownership model that includes 5 dealer visits per year at $1,000 each. If the number breaks your operation, the machine is not priced for you. It is priced for someone with margins you do not have. The argument for John Deere's premium was always the same: better resale, better uptime, better support. The 2024 data no longer supports that argument. Deere's own marketing claims 8 to 15% better resale value at U.S. auction versus Fendt. That claim is tied to dealer network density. More dealers means more buyers means higher auction prices. But dealer network density is the same infrastructure that enables the repair lock-in. You pay more at auction because the next buyer is already trapped in the same system you are. On fuel economy, a Fendt 942 Vario outperforms a comparable Deere 8R on DEF consumption per kilowatt hour. On operator comfort, Fendt wins. On CVT smoothness and partial load RPM efficiency, Fendt wins. The Deere 8R claims up to 20% higher peak towing efficiency under harsh field conditions. That is a real engineering advantage. But peak towing efficiency does not matter when your machine is parked waiting for a dealer to clear a fault code. The quality argument has collapsed into a single variable: access. Deere builds a machine that performs. Deere also builds a software layer that prevents you from maintaining that performance without paying the dealer rate. The engineering is real, the value is not, because value requires control, And control is exactly what the software takes away. The question is not why John Deere charges what it charges. The question is why American farmers keep paying it. The answer is generational. Your father ran green, your grandfather ran green. The color is not paint, it is identity. Deere understood this decades ago and built a brand architecture that converts equipment purchases into loyalty signals. Buying a Fendt is not just a financial decision, it feels like a cultural defection. Deere's pricing strategy exploits that psychology. When brand loyalty is pre-installed, price sensitivity drops. When price sensitivity drops, margins expand. 20% operating margins are not an accident. They are the monetization of a trust that was earned 50 years ago and has been extracted ever since. The second root cause is infrastructure lock-in. Deere's dealer network is the densest in North American agriculture. That density creates convenience. It also creates dependency. Switching to Fendt means finding a dealer. Finding a dealer means driving further. Driving further means longer wait times. The network effect works in reverse. Deere's dominance makes alternatives harder to access, which reinforces Deere's dominance. The cultural trap and the infrastructure trap reinforce each other. You stay because your father stayed. You stay because the dealer is closer. You stay because switching feels like more work than paying the premium. And every year you stay, Deere's margins prove the strategy works. $4.2 billion a year. That is the number the FTC put on John Deere's repair restriction system. That is not a YouTube estimate. That is a federal lawsuit. 89% of fault codes direct you to a dealer. $150 an hour labor. Multi-day wait times during the windows that determine your entire year. A machine you own that runs software you cannot access. The European market tells you what tractor pricing looks like without that system. Tractorpool.de, agriaffair.de, landvert.de. Go look. Find a 6130R with 3,000 hours and compare the price to the same listing in Nebraska. The gap is not shipping. The gap is not currency. The gap is the cost of being locked in. The Fendt 942 Vario costs more at the U.S. dealership than a John Deere 8R410. That is a fact. But the Fendt does not lock you out of your own diagnostic system. The Fendt does not require a dealer visit to clear a fault code. The Fendt does not convert your purchase into a recurring revenue opportunity for the manufacturer. The purchase price is not the price. The ownership cost is the price. And John Deere has built a system that hides that cost until you're already making payments. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the most you have paid for a repair that took less than an hour? I want to see those numbers. And if this breakdown helped you see the math differently, hit the like button and subscribe for more equipment content. See you in the next one.